Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we got our D Reaper playmat along with our tiny potato Black War Greymon helping us out because we are looking at the new EX10 Sinister Order pack, which again I have picked up not one but two boxes of. As a norm, this is an EX, so it's going to be a slightly smaller set. As always, let's take a look at the box. Our little potato Black War Greymon is helping us out because he's right on the front of the pack. And I brought out the D Reaper because, yeah, it doesn't get to come out so much. And as I understand, there's some Impmon and Beelzemon in this set, so that's adjacent. But yeah, we got the front or top, depending on which way you're looking at the box. We got Black War Greymon, EX8, English version, the new Digimon logo, 6+, Bandai Namco, 78 cards in total. 12 cards per pack, 24 packs per box. And this is an interesting part that I really enjoy, is that the box promotion, each box contains one legend pack and 2 card sleeve packs, 5 sleeves per pack, 4 possible designs. So that means that we now have something for the eggs, which, you know what? That is something that I'm really appreciative of, because I have to buy like giant packs. Like I will buy like these white ones, and I will use them for eggs, and there's 100 in here, and that means that it's good for like 20 decks, and that's great. But for your average person who's like, I have maybe 1, 2 decks tops, like I'll say anywhere from 1 to 4, like getting this, that's a great way to get those extra 5 sleeves that aren't in the same color as your deck. So I definitely appreciate that. Then we got the front with Apoclymon. One side with, I think that is Darkness Bagramon. I think that's the X antibody. We got the other side with Lucimon Satan mode. And we got the backs where we get the rundown of the card types. 78 cards in total. 22 commons, 20 uncommons, 18 rares, 12 super rares, 2 secret rares, and 4 special cards. And then the bottom is totally black. So let's open her up and see what we get. Personally, I'm hoping that the sleeves come in like an opaque thing so that we can open those up as well. I don't think they will. I think that they will just be wrapped similar to the way that the cards are done in like the play sets or the heroine set, where it's just like a sealed little clear plastic. Let's take a look. Ooh, well, there's a legend pack, and yep, they are just out in the open. We got Black War Greymon, and we got Bagramon, which is pretty neat. And they got Nut for resale right at the bottom. But yeah, look at that, Debbie Devimon, it's our boy, hooray! We can get 5 different cards in this one. And there's 2 per pack, so that's nice. We'll put that off to the side. We'll put these off to the side. I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for, because really I want something more egg-centric, and this is not quite that. I don't know. I'll figure out some decks to put these in at some point. And it looks like one of the packs is shifted over, so we're just going to shift that back. And we got 4 packs to start us out. And this is going to be a longer video because, as all first ones are, because we're looking at all the new cards. Luckily, this is an EX set, so it is slightly smaller. So maybe we'll get some repeats this video in the commons and uncommons to make it not so long. We got Flickmon starting us off. Inherited effect, your turn, once per turn. When effects trash any of the Digimon's link cards, gain 1 memory. Alright. Greymon. 4 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 4,000 DP. Digivolve from level 3 with Agumon and same for a cost of 2. Raid. On player when Digivolving, 1 Digimon gets plus 3,000 DP until your opponent turn ends. Inherited effect, all turns, this Digimon gets plus 1,000 DP. I mean, this is just another bog standard kind of Greymon. The only reason to throw it into an already existing deck, I personally feel, is that it now has black instead of just plain red, so that could be a plus. However, there are some opponent cards now that are counting how many colors a Digimon is, and in that case, it would be a minus. We got Mirrormon, 3 play costs, 0 Digivolution cost, 1000 DP. Digivolve from level 2 with the Abmon trait for a cost of 0. Your turn, once per turn. When this Digimon gets linked, you may suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Linked for a cost of 1, gives plus 2000, and when attacking by trashing one of the Digimon links cards, suspend 2 of your opponent's Digimon. That's interesting. So yeah, we're already seeing Flickmon work together with this one, so that's pretty cool. And I believe this one is kind of based off of the visual of Ancient Wisemon, if I'm remembering correctly. We got Tumblemon. Inherited effect, opponent's turn, once per turn. When one of your opponent's Digimon attacks by trashing 3 mineral or rock trait cards from this Digimon's Digivolution cards, end this attack. Okay, well that's interesting because like normally that'd be like a Digiburst kind of thing, but this one's just like straight up like get rid of them. And normally I'd be against that, but if I remember correctly, the rock and mineral, they do things when they're trashed to either bring them back underneath or to continue their play. So this is fine, I think. Sakusimon. 5 play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 5000 DP. Can Digivolve from level 3 or from any standard level 2 Appmon. On player, when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. All turns, once per turn, when it affects trash any of this Digimon's link cards, gain 1 memory. Link for a cost of 2 gives plus 3000, and when attacking by trashing one of this Digimon's link cards, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. This one, I vaguely remember from the show. It's been a couple years. But this one, and I think Minumon, they app-fuse into Warudamon. Demi-Devimon, yo! And it's a different one from the pack. That's cool. 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 1000 DP. Start of your main phase. If your opponent has 10 or fewer cards in their trash, trash the top 2 cards of both players' decks. Then, if they have 10 or more cards in their trash, gain 1 memory. Inherited effect. When attacking, once per turn, trash the top card of both players' deck. I could see throwing this into like a Beelzemon deck because they do. There's an Immon which like searches out other cards when they're trash, or so that'd be cool. I'm giving this one this is probably one of the better Demi-Devimons, if I'm being honest, because most of them have been very Myotismon centered. This one, it could be thrown in some other decks. Witherdramon, 4 play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 4000 DP, can Digivolve from a level 3 or any standard Appmon. Security, at the end of battle, play this card without paying the cost. On player, when Digivolving, give 2 of your opponent's Digimon security attack -1 until their turn ends. Link for a cost of 2. When attacking by trashing one of the Digimon's link cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -6000 DP for the turn. Also gives plus 3000 DP when linked. I like all the when trashing, they're like working off each other, but you are getting rid of your link, so that I'm not too crazy about. Yuko, 4 play cost. Start of your turn, if you have 2 memory less, set to 3. All turns, when any of your Digimon with Myotismon in their names are played, by deleting this tamer, one of these Digimon gains a rush for the turn, then gain 1 memory. Security, play this card without paying the cost. Again, until we see like a really good Malomyotismon, these guys aren't going to be very useful. I think there's a new one in the set, so hopefully we get it and we can take a look at it. Akahiro, 4 play cost. Start of your turn. If you have 2 memory less, set to 3. End of your turn. If you have 6 or fewer cards in your hand, by placing this tamer as the bottom Digivolution card of any of your Digimon with Belphemon in their name, that Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with Belphemon in its name in the trash without paying the cost. Security, play this card without paying the cost. If this was a main set, this would be like a killer pack for sealed, because just like getting two, if you have 2 memory less instead of 3 tamers, like that's great. We got Skull Nightmon, 4 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 4,000 DP. Digivolve from level 3 with Nightmon in text for a cost of 2. On player, when Digivolving, by trashing 1 card in your hand, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. On deletion, save. Inherited effect, Blocker. I'm not too crazy about him. We got Machine Dramon, very cool. 11 play cost, no Digivolution cost, 11,000 DP. Hand main, if you don't have any Digimon other than Digimon with Dark Master in their text, you may play this card with a play cost reduced by 5. At turn end, delete the Digimon this effect played. On player, when attacking, de-digivolve 2, one of your opponent's Digimon. All turns, this Digimon can only digivolve into a Pokemon. On deletion, if you have no black face-up security cards, place this Digimon face-up as the bottom security card. In security effect, this is interesting because it's not inherited, but security. If this card was face-up, you may play 1 level 5 or lower card with Dark Master in its text from your hand or trash without paying its cost. I'm not crazy about this one. I mean, you wouldn't be able to attack with it unless you give it Rush, because at turn end, delete this Digimon, this effect played, so it would just immediately go to the trash. On play, it would get de-digivolve 2 of your opponent's Digimon. I mean, it's good. We need to see the rest of it, because if we can give it Rush so that we can give the on play and then when attacking this on the same turn, yeah, that'd be great. And we got Malomyotismon. You know, we were just talking about needing to see him. All right. 14 play cost, 6 Digivolution cost, 14,000 DP. Can Digivolve from blue, purple, or red is tricolor red, purple, blue. Digivolve from level 5 with Myotismon in his name for a cost of 5. Trash main by deleting 2 of your level 5 or higher Digimon with Myotismon in their text. Play this card with the play cost reduced by 11. On player, when Digivolving or when attacking once per turn, delete 2 other unsuspended Digimon. All turns, once per turn, when any of your other Digimon or Tamers are deleted, trash your opponent's top security card and return one of their Digimon with the lowest DP to the bottom of the deck. This is a good Malomyotismon. Like, it is not... Like, the other ones I have not liked at all, but, like, this one's doing a lot, and it seems to be alright. I mean, on play, delete 2 other unsuspended Digimon. Great. It can come back from the trash, which is good. And then you return one of your opponents with the lowest DP to the bottom of the deck, like when other effects act. Like, this one's probably the best Myotismon that we've gotten, like the big boss Myotismon. I'd love to linger on that, but we're already at about 14 minutes. So I kind of want to hurry us along a bit more. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's something with the back of that card. It's been damaged just a bit, and I don't like that. We got Warpmon, 4 play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 4,000 DP. Can Digivolve from any level, from a black level 3 or any standard Appmon. Security, at the end of battle, play this card without paying the cost. It has blocker, link with an Appmon for a cost of 2, gives plus 3,000, and when linking by trashing one of this Digimon's link card, the Digivolve effects don't affect one of your Digimon until your opponent's turn ends. I mean, I don't feel like Appmon's going to have to worry about that too much. Damemon, 4 play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 3,000 DP. On play, by placing 1 Bagra Army trait Digimon card from your hand or trash under any of your tamers. Draw one. On deletion, you may play one Tuaramon with a play cost of 7 or less from under your tamers without paying the cost. Then save. Inherited effect. When effects trash this card from a Bagger Army trait Digimon's Digivolution cards, draw one card. Again, I'm not huge into the Bagger Army playstyle, probably because I didn't completely like the Across series, and part of it being that the second half didn't get translated over to English. It has some potential, but I don't know. We got Sakuskimon again. Cupimon, your turn once per turn. When any of your Digimon with Lucemon in their names moves from the breeding area to the battle area by trashing one card in your hand, draw one and gain one memory as its inherited effect. Alright. Balmon, 7 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost, 7,000 DP. Digivolve from level 4 with Wizard trait for a cost of 3. On player, when Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of your deck. Then, if you have 5 or more cards in your trash, this Digimon gains Reboot and Blocker until your opponent's turn ends. On deletion, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, you may play one Beelzemon from your trash without paying the cost. Inherited effect, all turns. For every 10 cards in your trash, this Digimon gets plus 1,000 DP. I like this one. This one seems real good to me. Like, it's doing a lot. It's definitely going to be used in the Immon deck. Like, sure, you're trashing some cards. Maybe you trash your big guy, but you get to take your big guy back on deletion if you have 10 or more cards in your trash. So, I definitely appreciate that one. Belphamon Sleep Mode, a new one. 11 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 11,000 DP. Just to note, this one is green-purple, but it can only Digivolve from purple. Digivolve from Belphamon Rage Mode for a cost of 1. On player, when Digivolving by placing one Belphamon Rage Mode from your trash as this Digimon's top Digivolution card, until your opponent's turn ends, this Digimon can't attack your opponent's... This Digimon can't attack, and your opponent's effects don't affect it. Opponent's turn, once per turn. When any of your opponent's Digimon suspend by trashing 2 cards in your hand, suspend one of their Digimon or Tamers. I don't like that. I mean, 2 cards in your hand being trashed, that's a bit much. Like, unless you're using, like, Skull Greymons and other ones to, like, give you extra effects and things, I don't like that. It's too much. Wizardmon, 5 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 5,000 DP. Digivolve from level 3 with Evil trait for a cost of 2. When effect trash this card from the deck or security stack, give one of your opponent's Digimon security attack -1 until their turn ends. On player, when Digivolving by trashing your top security card, trash the top 2 cards of your deck, and all of your opponent's Digimon get -3,000 DP for the turn. Inherited effect, Barrier. When this Digimon would be deleted in battle by trashing your top security card, it isn't deleted. I'm not a huge fan of Barrier. I'm not a huge fan of trashing our top security card. I do like the top ability. I'd put maybe 2 copies in a deck centered around like the purple playstyle with Beelzemon and things. Like, I'm guessing, like, I wouldn't go over 2. Paradise Lost, 2 play cost. While you have a Digimon with Lucemon in his name on the field, you can ignore this card's color requirements. Trash, end of your turn. If you have a Digimon with Lucemon in his name, by returning this card to the bottom of the deck, trash your top security card and one of your Digimon attacks without suspending. Main, until your opponent's turn ends, one of your Digimon with Lucemon in his name gains Raid, Piercing, Blocker, and plus 3,000 DP. Security effect. You may play one Lucemon from your trash without paying the cost. I mean, you're going to play it in a Lucemon deck, not too much else. I can't really say much more about it. Deadly Axemon, 4 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 4,000 DP. Digivolve from level 3 with Nightmon in his text for a cost of 2. On player, when Digivolving by trashing 1 card in your hand, you may return 1 Digimon card with Nightmon in its text, or the Bagger Army or Twilight trait from your trash to the hand. On deletion, save. Inherited effect, Retaliation. I always love Retaliation. That's going to put this one a little higher than, what was it, Nightmon that we saw. So, meh. We got the Agumon to go with the Greymon. 3 play cost, 1 Digivolution cost, 1000 DP. Digivolve from Coromon for a cost of 0. Start of your main phase. You may return 1 virus trait Digimon card with Greymon in its name from your trash to the hand. Inherited effect, all turns this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. Again, pretty bog standard for an Agumon. Again, this is Black Agumon. I wish they would give him his own name. But yeah, unless you want to add black to like your dedicated Agumon deck, I'm not sure about putting him in. I can understand why they didn't give him Black Agumon his name, because it would also have that like rule name also treated as Agumon, something like that. We got Blastamon. It's been a while since we've seen him. 13 play cost, 5 Digivolution cost, 13,000 DP. Collision, Fragment 3, Blocker. On player, when Digivolving until your opponent turn ends, give one of their Digimon start of your main phase. This Digimon attacks. All turns, once per turn. When Digimon attack, by trashing any 2 of this Digimon's Digivolution cards, this Digimon gains Security Attack +1 and plus 3000 DP until your turn ends. Digicross -2 with 3 cards with Bagra Army trait. I mean, I like that you're going to be able to force your opponent to attack with the Digimon, so that's pretty cool. Otherwise, like, I mean, he does have blockers, so the idea of you give your opponent Digimon like their rookie must attack, something like that, or maybe it's their champion or ultimate, something that's building up to something good, and you say that one has to attack, and then start of their turn, it has to attack. You trash 2 cards in your hand, or no, trash 2 cards from the Digimon's Evolution cards. It gets Security Attack +1 plus an extra 3000, so it goes from 13 to 16. And it's blocker, so you block with it. And yeah, now what? Now their guy's deleted, and this one keeps that Security Attack +1 and plus 3000 until your turn ends. So it'll have it for the following turn, which is good. And we got Machine Dramon again, so we don't have to look at him a second time. I'm going to open this. I'm going to get a quick sip of water, and then we'll continue checking out these cards. So real quick. Okay. We got Pagumon looking very sinister. Inherited effect, your turn once per turn. When your opponent deck is trashed from, draw 1 card. Alright, that's pretty neat. Tumblemon we've seen. Coromon we haven't seen. Inherited effect, all turns, once per turn. When attack target changed, draw 1. This pack had 3 eggs in it. Like, to this ability, but like, no, don't put 3 eggs in one. Like, that's too many. Like, at most, each pack, like, it should average out for 1 from each pack, because that would give us 24. Finding 3 in a pack, not good. Proganomon, 7 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 7000 DP. Hand main, if you have close, by placing 1 Landramon from your trash as any of your Sunrizamon's bottom Digivolution cards, it digivolves into this card for Digivolution cost of 3, ignoring the Digivolution requirements. On play, when Digivolving or when attacking, by trashing any 1 mineral or rock trait card from your Digimon's Digivolution cards, one of your such Digimon gains Collision, Piercing, and plus 3000 DP until your opponent's turn ends. Inherited effect, when effects trash from this card, when effects trash this card from a mineral or rock trait Digimon's Digivolution cards, they digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. It's alright. Does what the playstyle needs. We got Sunrizamon. I gotta say, I saw this like the same colors. I'm like, did we get dupes next to each other? That shouldn't happen. 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 1000 DP. On play, you may place 2 cards with the mineral or rock trait from your trash as one of your mineral or rock trait Digimon's bottom Digivolution cards. Rule trait has mineral type. Inherited effect, when effects trash this card from a mineral or rock trait Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. This one, definitely going to be a 4 off in the deck. I mean, being able to... It's the first one that we've seen that's bring stuff back from the trash underneath them, and that's going to be very important, as we've seen thus far. Spiral Mountain. 3 play costs. While you don't have a Spiral Mountain in the battle area, you can ignore this card's color requirements. Main, draw 2, then place this card in the battle area. End of opponent's turn, delay. You may place 1 face-up Digimon card with Dark Master's trait from your security stack without paying the cost. You may play, okay. At the end of your turn, delete the Digimon this effect played. Security, you may play 1 Digimon card with the Dark Master trait from your hand or trash without paying the cost, then add this card to the hand. At the turn end, delete the Digimon this effect played. Oof, I'm having real trouble with the way they're wording that. It's alright. Yeah, no, it's nothing crazy. I mean, so far we haven't seen one that would work by playing on your opponent's turn, because yes, you could play Machine Dramon, but doesn't have blocker. So unless their opponent, I believe, has, I think it's collision, which means everything gains blocker, it's not going to be really worth it. We got Demi Devimon, Yuko, Mummymon, 6 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost, 6,000 DP. On play, by trashing 1 card in your hand, they Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. On deletion, you may play 1 Tamer card with Myotismon in its text from your trash without paying the cost. This effect can't play cards with the same name as any of your other Tamers. No inherited effect. I mean, it's Myotismon support, but we've seen the Myotismon. It's a little better this time around, so I'm going to give this one a little bit of slack. We got Psychemon, 4 play costs, 1 Digivolution cost, 1,000 DP. Digivolve from level 2 with a save and its text for a cost of 0. Start of your main phase, by trashing 1 card with save in its text from your hand, draw 1 and suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon. On deletion, save. Digicross -2, 1 Digimon card with save in its text. Inherited effect, Piercing. I love Piercing, so yeah, for a Digicross deck, like, yeah, I like this one, because Piercing is really good. Also, them eyes. Those eyes look very wild. Minumon. Very cool. 6 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 6,000 DP. Can Digivolve from purple or green, is dual color green-purple. Can also Digivolve from any standard Appmon for a cost of 3. Appfuse with Miramon, Kabemon, or Kapaimon for a cost of 0. Jamming Retaliation. Your turn, once per turn. When this Digimon gets linked, if you have 1 or fewer Tamers, you may play 1 Tamer card with the Leviathan trait from your hand without paying the cost. Link with an Appmon for a cost of 2 gives plus 3,000 DP. All turns, when any of your opponent's Digimon is suspends, by trashing 1 of this Digimon's link cards, draw 1 and gain 1 memory. See, this is the first one where, like, I'm kind of liking this, because, like, your opponent could suspend to attack. You could trash the link card and draw 1 card, and more importantly, gain 1 memory. And there could be situations where they're at 0 memory, and they're planning to, like, completely attack with their board. And they attack with the first guy. You trash this card from the link, and you draw 1 card, you gain 1 memory. That means that after their attack, their turn ends. And with so many Tamers that are like, if you're 2 memory less, set to 3, or if your opponent has, for every 2 colors your opponent has on the field, like, gain 1 memory, it's not going to be like your turn starting with 1 memory. You could start with like 3, 4, maybe even 5 memory. So I could see putting 2 of this in there. Like, I love everything else, the jamming, the retaliation. Like, yes, this is a very nice Appmon. It will probably make it into my updated Appmon deck whenever I get that built. But yes, very cool. And we got Belphemon Rage Mode. Very neat. 14 play cost, 6 Digivolution cost, 14,000 DP. Can Digivolve from purple or green, is dual color green-purple. Digivolve from Belphemon Sleep Mode for a cost of 1. Fortitude. Start of your main phase. Suspend all of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. Then, if you have 6 or fewer cards in your hand, this Digimon gains Piercing and Security Attack +2 and plus 3000 DP. Start of your main phase, on play, or when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's suspended Digimon or Tamers. Inherited effect, end of opponent's turn. If this Digimon is Belphemon Sleep Mode, trash this Digimon's top stacked card. So yeah, we're seeing, like, this is definitely a boss monster, because it's Sleep Mode, end of opponent's turn, that gets trashed, and then it becomes Rage Mode, and then start of your main phase, that starts popping off, start of your main phase, that starts popping off. Like, yeah, this is a pretty neat boss monster. Love it. We got the final pack this video. We are at around 30 minutes, which, again, it's acceptable for the first video. I do apologize for it going so long. We got Greymon, Belphemon Sleep Mode, Choo-Choo-Mon, 4 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 1000 DP. Start of your main phase, you may place one Digimon card with the Bagra Army trait from your hand or trash as any of your Bagra Army trait Digimon's bottom Digivolution cards, or under any of your Bagra Army trait Tamers. On deletion, save. Inherit effect. When effects trash this card from a Bagra Army trait Digimon's Digivolution cards, draw one card. We got Landramon, 4 play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 4000 DP. On player, when Digivolving by trashing any one card with the Mineral or Rock trait from your Digimon's Digivolution cards, one of your Digimon with the Mineral or Rock trait gains Reboot Blocker, and plus 3000 DP until your opponent's turn ends. Inherit effect. When effects trash this card from a Mineral or Rock trait Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. I feel like this is the same one we saw on Sunrizamon, which 4 is not a lot. I don't like that. Like, yes, it could take care of some champions, but God Grade Unleashed. 2 play costs. While you have a Digimon or Tamer with the Atmon trait on the field, you can ignore this card's color requirements. Main, draw one, then place this card in the battle area. All turns. When effects trash any of this Digimon's link cards, delay, you may link one Digimon card with the Atmon trait from your trash to one of those Digimons without paying the cost. Security, place this card in the battle area. If you're going to be playing with the Atmon in this set, this is going to be a 4-off. Like, no problem. If not, like, I don't think you'll really need it. Devamon, ooh! 5 play costs, 2 Digivolution costs, 5000 DP. Start of your main phase. When Digivolving, if your opponent has 10 or fewer cards in their trash, trash the top 2 cards from both players' decks. Then, if they have 10 or more cards in their trash, you may return one card with a Fallen Angel or Undead trait from your trash to the hand. Inherited effect, when attacking once per turn, trash the top card of both players' decks. I like this one. I mean, this is kind of some self-hate with trashing cards from both players' decks, but yeah, I like this one. Especially being able to get stuff back from the trash, like, that's real great. Because normally I'm like, oh, I don't want to trash cards from my deck, because what if it's my main playmaker? What if it's something I need? But this guy going, yeah, no, if, like, once we both have 10 cards in the trash, like, you can start picking stuff up back. And you know what? I don't think it's going to be that hard to get 10 cards in the trash. Like, one good deletion on the opponents, and they've got, like, 5 cards in their trash. Plus they play a couple options. That's another 7 or 8. So I'm guessing by, like, turn 3, this one could start paying off with that second ability. Like, if you place this out turn 1, like, yeah, turn 2, we both lose 2. Turn 3, we both lose another 2. That's 4 in there. So this is definitely good. Weather Dramon, Akahiro, Skull Satanamon, 8 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 8000 DP. Blocker, when Digivolving or on deletion, if your opponent has 10 or fewer cards in their trash, trash the top 3 cards of both players' decks. Then, delete one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon. If your opponent has 10 or more cards in their trash, add 2 to this effect's maximum. Rule trait has Fallen Angel type. Inherit effect, when attacking once per turn, this Digimon gains Security Attack plus 1 for the turn. If your opponent has 10 or fewer cards in their trash, instead, trash the top 2 cards of both players' decks. So yeah, we're seeing that this Devimon, the Skull City Digimon, they're working together. I'm liking this stuff. I am. Whoop. We got Unique Emblem Gravel Hearts, 3 play cost. Main, you may play one Sunrizamon or close from your hand or trash without paying the cost. Then place this card in the battle area. Your turn. When any of your close suspends delay, one of your mineral or rock trait Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with the mineral and liberator trait in it in the hand with the digivolution cost reduced by 3. Security, activate this card's main effect. So yeah, it's got to be mineral and liberator. So we're very narrow in that spec. But you know what? This one's going to be another one that I think that there's probably going to be 4 copies of in the deck. Because as we just saw with that Sunrizamon, like bringing stuff back from the trash to the Digivolution cards, this makes sense. So you can play it, it gets sent to the trash, then you play this card, you get to bring it back out, bring more stuff out from the trash back to Digivolution cards. Like, this is definitely one that I feel is going to be 4 copies of in the deck. We got Metal Greymon to go along with the Greymon and the Agumon that we've seen. 7 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost, 7,000 DP. Can Digivolve from black or red, is dual color red-black. Digivolve from level 4 with Greymon is same for a cost of 3. Reboot on player when Digivolving. Give one of your opponent's Digimon collision and start of your main phase. This Digimon attacks until their turn ends. Inherited effect. Opponent's turn, once per turn. When attack target change, if this Digimon has Greymon in its name, trash your opponent's top security card. So the thing that I'm like, that gave me a pause there, the thing that I'm really having a problem with is that if this Digimon has Greymon in its name, this is Metal Greymon, which means, I suppose, yeah, War Greymon. I was like, thinking like Omnimon, like where's that? No. So yeah. This one's good. I like this one. This one's nice. Definitely good. And we got Piedmon. Ooh, another Dark Master. 11 play cost, no Digivolution cost, 11,000 DP. Hand main, if you don't have any Digimon other than Digimon with Dark Master in their text, you may play this card with the play cost reduced by 5. At turn's end, delete the Digimon this effect played. On player when attacking, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. All turns, this Digimon can only Digivolve into a Pokemon. On deletion, if you have no purple face-up security cards, place this Digimon face-up as the bottom security card. Security, if this card was face-up, you may play one level 5 or lower card with Dark Master in its text from your hand or trash without paying the cost. This is interesting because, like we saw with Machine Dramon is a black one. So if they are all different cards, if Metal Seedramon is blue, if Puppetmon is green, that means like you could, in theory, have 9 cards in your security stack. But even better than that is like they will come out like from their own abilities. Or no, not whoops, wrong. So they bring out level 5 or lower. I was thinking like there was an infinite loop for a second, but nope, there's not. But still, like, as long as you have them in your deck, like, you could keep playing them out, and as long as they're not in the security, you keep buffing your security back up, which is a pretty interesting idea. I think there's something there, like, definitely, like, their deck has some meat to it that I'm definitely enjoying. But yeah, so far, like, what have you guys liked best that we've seen? Is it the Belphemons? Is it the Atmons? Is it the Dark Masters? Is it the Greymons? Let me know down in the comments down below which of this set so far you are liking the most. As always, if you enjoyed the video, give it a good old thumbs up, hit that like button. If you haven't, please do subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. The algorithm loves it. Don't forget to ring the bell icon because we upload videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And as always, until then, I will see you next time.